somebody saying that a lot of women are losers. And I'm sorry, as much as I love women, a lot of you are losers. A lot of you have this thing where it's like you don't want to see other women doing as good as you, sometimes even worse, better than you.
Older women are finally starting to voice their opinions about the modern women out here, and it's not sounding so good. I personally think the women of today are doing an excellent job of surviving like they always have. But these aunties I'm about to show y'all feel another type of way.
Women are losers, and I want to talk about it. A lot of y'all feel like men should provide for you guys and should upgrade your lifestyles, but you have nothing in return to give to him. Therefore, that makes you a loser. And you always are so quick to call men losers if they live at home with their mom or if they don't have a job. You'll label them a loser very quickly, but a lot of y'all be baby mamas living off the government, don't have, like I said, nothing to offer anyone. You can't even look at yourself in a mirror and be accountable, then have the nerve to call someone else a loser. Yeah, loser. And the amount of women that encourage bad behavior, negativity, and the catty-like behavior. Yeah, loser mentality. And the thing about losers, they want to make other people losers. So this is why you see them being so miserable and trying to make other women miserable. And women lie to each other, and instead of telling each other the truth, they would just rather normalize bad behavior. It's disgusting. And a lot of women make horrible decisions. They live with no discipline. They don't care how they carry themselves, and they just project all of their negative energy back onto men. It's the patriarchy. Not to mention, a lot of you guys are complaining about the very men that you raise. You don't want to date the men that you raise. And why is that? Is it because a lot of you guys don't even want to be mothers? And y'all complain about all of the things that make women beautiful, that make women unique. You guys hate that about yourselves and still find a way to blame it on men.
A lot of women are losers. They be losers. You will tell them to work out, look good, keep up with yourself. And they take it as a personal attack, and it shouldn't be that way. They can't take constructive criticism at all. At all. They take it as a personal attack. And don't let you be somebody that look good. Oh, Lord. They in the uproar. Take care of yourself before you won't become a hater. A lot of y'all don't want to take the time to look good or do better. So y'all project onto a woman that actually wants to look good. And it's sad.
I don't know how to feel about all these women imploding on themselves. It just let me know that the stakes are high and the pressure is on. There's a lot of men out here doing bad too, but I guess there's a time and place for everything. It's a whole lot of women going in on other women, and it got me wondering, do they get paid to dog each other out like this? Because if they don't, they're dealing with some deep hatred for each other. I'm getting used to hearing women say they don't like other women.
Everybody talking about how you hate women. Why don't you like women? I'm like, that's for bullshit. I love women. I'm a woman. What I don't like is for women who act stupid. But y'all already know this. So let me tell you what I like about a woman, okay? I like when a woman is actually self-aware. When she knows she's wrong and she's not afraid to admit it. Because that's rare. That's fucking rare. Okay, I like when a woman is actually cheering on for another woman and not trying to steal her husband. Not her all the time. Not jealous of her. She got her own going on. You know what I'm talking about? Like, this is rare. Oh, but men act like this. Yeah, and those type of men were raised by these fucking... Let's get it straight now. That's the problem. I don't hate women. I just don't like how a lot of women act. And I'm always going to call them out for this.
I'm going to take this a step further and say that it's not just the fact that you are doing better than them. It's the fact that they do not want to do better for themselves. And the fact that not only are you doing better for themselves, but you went out of your way to accomplish something that they are truly bothered. Because now they have to look themselves in the mirror and ask themselves why it is that they don't want to try harder in life. And now, instead of them being the problem, right, you're the problem, because they refuse to go inward and deal with the problem of themselves. This is the root cause of most jealousy, right? It's not just that they don't want to see you do better. It's the fact that they have to live with the fact that they can't do better for themselves, or at least they won't attempt to. To see you go out here and try to thrive where they have never tried in their life, it causes a death of personal identity, personal power, right? They don't have personal power and they don't understand why you do. Most people are not trying to do anything. Most people are letting life just take them by, just coasting by, right? Most people don't have deep dreams. They just want to get money, live comfortably, right? But the fact that you can strive for more, the fact that you want more in life makes it seem like you're the problem. They want to know why you can't be content like they are. Why can't you just enjoy the point in life you are like they are? And that, instead of looking at themselves and asking themselves why they don't want more, they want to understand, why do you think you deserve more, that you deserve to live better than they do? It's cognitive dissonance.
A man really just got on this app and said we don't call women losers enough. And I couldn't agree more. So I made a list. Coming in at number 1, we have women who make man-hating content. Just because you can't find a man that you want, that wants you back, and all the ones you date are bums, does not make all men losers. You're the loser because you can't get what you want. Right behind that at number 2, we have women who make de-center men content. They are literally the center of your content. If they didn't exist, neither would your platform. And lastly, for the girlies that actually post, are the ones that make first date content. It's in the same vein, it's all really ridiculous, and you're never going to find a man that is going to take you seriously because all of them are going to see your social media and run, as they should. Number 4, we have women who have no hobbies outside of social media. The girls that come home from work and they scroll on their phones, eat some dinner, scroll on their phones some more, and go to bed. Loser. Number 5, we have women who genuinely try to imitate or idolize female rappers. You are not a Barb, you're 30. Number 6, women who make jokes about men's mental health. I'm sorry you don't have any men in your life that you genuinely care about or that care about you. That's sad. Seek therapy, not projecting to other people on the internet. We are not in this. You have trauma. Deal with that. Number 7, we have women with 2 or more baby daddies. I will not be elaborating on that. I think it speaks for itself. Last but not least, we have women that would choose the bear. Did y'all not see that girl get her butt whooped by that deer? That's what y'all would look like, but 10 times worse, and I feel sorry for you. Final disclaimer, I am an equal opportunist, so I can make the same list for men, but this one's for you ladies. Love you.
It's sounding like these women are mad at other women for being successful and not acknowledging their dusty asses when they see them out in public doing bad. Now they want to call these women losers. I'm talking about women that got degrees, houses, cars, husbands. It's chicks out here calling them losers because they don't acknowledge them for being hoochies or whatever the case is. Why even be worried about somebody else or be concerned about what somebody else got going on? So much so to where you feel like you want to call somebody a loser. Not even individuals. They talking about women in general. Where is all this hatred coming from? Am I missing something? Let me know in the chat. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but hearing them talk like this, there's definitely a whole lot of hate. And why they hating? What they mad about? If they got themselves together, why would they even be worried about what's going on with other women?
Hey my girls, so I'm on my evening walk and then a thought just hits me. Oh my God, women have been socialized to be losers. I don't know if you guys are keeping up with this Summer Walker saga where she's basically begging this guy, Rich the Kid, to she's begging to be his side piece, and she's like, I don't care, you can save me under Pizza Hut. And she's basically like saying that the reason why she wants to be his side piece is because he's a rich guy and he pays her bills. I'm like, but you are Summer Walker, don't you have money? Women are socialized to be losers in the sense that Summer Walker does not want to use her brains to automate her bills and have to do the admin of paying her own bills. She said, I wanted a Porsche and I wanted a condo and I just thought this nigga would buy it. And I'm thinking, you could just do that yourself. You have money. You could just buy yourself anything that you want. Why would you want to be a side chick to this Rich the Kid because he has money when you have your own money? Because women are socialized to be losers. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with this Danish Deception series where this woman, she got swindled by this guy from Denmark, and this guy paid for one trip only to Monaco. She's a black woman. And then after that, they kept going on trips. And she kept paying for the trips. And the guy kept saying, I'm going to give you the money. I'm going to give you the money. I'm thinking, Why would you ever be impressed by a guy flying you out to Monaco when you could fly yourself to Croatia? You could fly yourself to all these different places. It's because she was too lazy to make the traveling plans by herself. She waited for a man to say, let's go to Panama, let's go to Portugal, let's go here. But this whole time she had the money. Like, this whole time she had the money, she could have just like paid for, oh my God. Women are socialized to be losers. Now, women have gotten to the point where they are too lazy to make their own plans. She was like, oh my God, he suggested that we go to Panama. It was so romantic. Girl, you were paying for it. Like, hold on, y'all. I'm vexed. Because what? If you could do that for yourself, why wouldn't you want to do that? Is it like a validation thing where, oh my God, a man suggested, so it's much more romantic? Like, you're going to wait your whole life, like you're going to wait to live your life until a man says, yes, now you can live. Are you kidding me? Girls, we need to wake up. We need to wake up, because what do you mean Summer Walker is begging this Rich the Kid? Nyan? Begging Rich the Kid to save her as Pizza Hut, guys. Save her as Pizza Hut so that the baby mama that he's with does not see. She's begging him. Like, I just want to be your side chick. Begging! Ladies, I'm afraid we are losing the plot. I'm afraid we are losing the plot, and we need to re-socialize ourselves to be winners, y'all. Because it's such a loser mindset to think that the only time you can start living your life is when a man comes into it. The only time when, you know, the bills hit different is when a man pays for it. Do you know how nice it feels to pay for your own bills, girl? Do you know how humiliating it is to have to, like, depend on someone to do that for you? You have to, like, constantly beg them. And it's so much work. It's emotionally taxing and mentally taxing. If you have the money to do it, why wouldn't you? I mean, seriously. Anyway, girls, we need to re-socialize ourselves, okay? You are not helpless. You're not a damsel in distress. You are not masculine when you want to pay for your own bills. All this masculine, feminine talk, it's a slippery slope, y'all. It's a slippery slope. Like, it's dangerous, actually, because you are giving away your own autonomy. Like, back then they took our rights, y'all. We didn't have rights. Now you're giving them away. Are you kidding me?
So we're calling women losers now. Let's think about this for a second. A woman that is sharing her first date stories or talking about the things that she's worried about as she's transitioning from her 20s to her 30s, and some of them in their 40s, is someone who is vulnerable, someone who is courageous, and someone who understands that the landscape of partnership and family and community building has changed. You may not agree with it, but it resonates with people for a fucking reason. A woman who desires to have love in her life is one that understands that when you have love in your life, your capacity for life increases. So there's no shame in wanting partnership and being open about that, regardless of how successful you are. Female rappers are fucking inspiring because they make money, because they speak a truth, they speak their truth, whether you agree with it or not, and they do so unpunishably, and that is why they are triggering to you. The only loser behavior are blanketly calling women losers with no context as to who they are as people. And frankly, you can sit here and tell somebody, go to therapy, but you are not a therapist. And there are so many different modalities for personal growth, and thou that has not sinned, cast the first stone. But to sit here and tell someone you need therapy when you don't understand what regulation and alignment looks like for them, well, frankly, that's loser behavior as well. I think accountability is one thing. Accountability comes with genuine criticism, which comes from someone who loves you, which comes from someone who has your best interest at heart. And even that can lead to bad outcomes. You've got to let people take their own journey and make their own path. But getting on the internet and judging people, that does not make sense to me. Share your opinion, have the conversation, maybe even tell a story, but listing off all the things that you hate about yourself, that might be loser behavior as well.
I want to give a special shout out to the ladies out there tuning in. I don't know what the world is coming to, but it's a target on a lot of y'all out there for being successful, for having yourself together, for being able to provide and survive in times to where a lot of people not able to do that. I know for sure it's a bunch of sisters out there surviving while everybody else in the struggle, but they want to put you on the front line for the struggle because they hate the fact that you able to maneuver and do things to provide not only for yourself but for your family. They still baffle how a woman with 4 kids still able to have a roof over her head, no Section 8, no food stamps, no man, and still able to manage. Now you got other women out here hating too.